Hello and welcome all. This is going to be a tutorial on how to switch between the third person camera to a first person camera and then back again with just a click of a button. So this is going to be a very short tutorial because it's very simple, and I'm going to begin having a template project open. This is the third person template. So you can also do it on a first person template if you want to, but since we have a third person character set up and ready with the third person camera, this is working much better. Because the first person, if you want to make it a third person, you are going to look at your gun floating around. If you want that in your game, go ahead. It will be great. But yeah, just open up a third person template. I'm going to do the rituals first. I'm going to make this main window, so my windows open on the main window. So yeah, just open up a third person blueprint class that we already have the character, and here you'll see the follow camera, which is like a chase camera, and this is what we call the third person camera. I'm just going to type it out, third person camera, and what we need is a first person camera to switch, and I'm just going to duplicate it and have a first person camera named, and it's in the same location, but what we need to do is attach it to the head as if you are looking at objects. I mean, as if you're looking through your head, eyes precisely. So we don't have eyes as a socket, unfortunately. We have head, so I'm going to attach it to head. This works only when you attach the first person to the mesh and you get a parent socket. So now that it is attached to the head, you can see the head moves and the camera moves. So you're going to reset it to 0, and this is how it looks when it is all 0. So from what I understand, you need these values to look straight. You need 90 on Z, so you are looking forward, and you need minus 90 on X to rotate it by 90, so you're looking straight ahead. And since this is a little behind the 0, we don't need 0, we need to move forward by 10 for this mesh, and for this animation it works well. You can tweak it based on how your character is in your game. So yeah, the first person and third person is almost ready. There is one more thing for the first person camera to be done. We need a pawn control rotation so that the camera moves with the mouse, because if the mouse doesn't move the camera, then first person camera is just going to look forward and do nothing. So that little change is going to help you. Wait, I haven't put up a button, sorry. So what we need is a button to switch. Keyboard, I need C for camera, and what I need to do is have toggle between two different camera perspectives. So I need to check if third person camera is active. So is active, and just have a branch out of it. You can also do a flip-flop, but flip-flop actually causes issues in the future when you have multiple cameras in your level. You don't know which camera perspective is active, and you're going to have this button useless if it's switching to the same thing. So the flip-flop is, I'm just going to put it in this video. Yeah, switch flip-flop is just switching between A and B. Sometimes you are already in A, when you press nothing happens. It's a little jarring for the player that your button doesn't work. So yeah, it's better to have this way, that if it is active, it is going to always go for true. If it is not active, it is going for the false. So what we do if the camera is active, if the camera is active, when you press a button, it should switch to first person. So first person, we need to activate it. By the way, these cameras are already activated. As you can see here, auto activate, but it doesn't work because both are in auto activate. You can default it to some third person or first person if you want, by switching off the auto activate. But yeah, I'm not going to go into too much detail on that part. I'm just going to make a switcher. So yeah, what we did is getting from the third person, check that if it is active, it is going to switch to first person, and the third person is going to be deactivated. So what we are doing is just deactivating it, and same thing we are going to do if it is not active. So I'm going to just copy paste the two things here, and from here I'm going to activate the third person camera if it is not active, if it is false, and then deactivate the first person camera. So yeah, this is almost done, but there is one issue which I'm going to show. So yeah, once I press this, it's done. The issue is the first person is not rotating the player, which you usually want, because it's going to clip through your head and it's going to look awful in a real game situation. So what we need to do is have a pawn rotate with the mouse. So there is a thing called controller, come on, controller rotation, yeah, and I'm going to turn it on and then turn it off when it is third person. It's that simple. And now what we see is it's by default working, and it is not rotating the pawn. But in first person, if you are rotating the camera, it is rotating the pawn as well. So yeah, it's done. If this is what you want from a first person perspective, it is already done. The IK is not working. Yeah, it's working. Okay, so yeah, this is the tutorial for switching to first person and third person, and I'm going to expand on this. So I wanted to put out this video first. And yeah, if you found this useful, liking the video would help me a lot. Also subscribing the channel is new, so need all the help I can get. And yep, stay tuned for more videos on the camera perspectives. I'm going to make more on these, and yeah, hope to see you in the next one, guys. Take care. Bye bye.